Good evening, everyone. So we are here with Mark from Team Hobbyvolt. We're coming at you with a new deck profile because he went X-0 at locals last night. Mark, tell us what you're playing and tell us what your matchups were like.
Yeah, so X-0 at the locals, we were playing CodeTalkers with the main aim just to extra link people and go from there. Matchups were heavily interesting. There was an element of rogue in the room. First match was Fluffles, which we closed out quickly. Second match, I believe, was Archfiend, Red Archfiend, Dragon stuff.
And then you played against Drytron.
Then played against Drytron.
Shadows.
No, I didn't play against the Shadows in the end. The last person I played against was Magispectre.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Very tricky, very tricky. Well, why don't you show us what's in the deck and let us know kind of what you've got and why you put it in there.
So the kind of main normal summon for the deck is your Lady V-Bug. So 3 of those. This allows you to search the next monster, plus also search a couple of other bits in the deck. So we'll put those to one side. Your main good boy is 3 copies of Microcoder.
Why is he so good?
So he's so good because when you're making a CodeTalker monster, you are able to link from using this in the hand, and once it's linked away, you're able to search a Signet spell or trap card, and you'll see which lineup that actually holds when we go through the deck. So yeah, that is really good. If you end up summoning it, it can search a monster as well. It doesn't come up very often, but it can be. Slight tech in the deck is another good Cyberse name. So this Nightmare Corruptor Italy, if you manage to go full combo and you link, then some majority of the time you'll have this on the field as well. Sometimes you can get it onto their field early enough to stop the Nibiru, which is one of the main problems. So it's really important that you get your search for that.
And for those that don't know, explain the effect of Ibli when it's on your opponent's field.
So when it's on the opponent's field, they cannot special summon unless it's a link summon. And for a lot of people, there's a lot of decks that just can't or don't have the means to use this. And if they do, they have to normal summon first and then they have to go ahead. But with things like Tri Brigade, it requires beasts and that sort of thing. This is a Cyberse, so you've got no chance of using.
Nice, very nice, very good tech.
So that's just 2 of those. I was playing 3 before, but I was trying to limit down what we were playing. Next is 2 of is Link Slayer. This strangely comes up more often than not, being that it's a special summon. Some people might be familiar with it from Orcus builds in the past, but it has the added benefit that you can discard and destroy a spell or trap. That came up once in the Magispectre game, which stopped me from being essentially annihilated straight off the bat. So that does come up, so 2 Link Slayer. Another 2 of is Parallel Exceed. You play 2 because midway through combo this is actually searchable, and because of the nature of when you're extra linking someone, you actually use one of them to make your extra link happen. So yeah, 2 of those. You don't need 3. You don't need to be seeing it. You search the one, special the other, done, dusted. Lots of one-offs. So we've got Sea Archiver, we've got 4 Mud Skipper, Gashatari Agnister. There's a couple more, but it's very key looking at attributes for this deck. You need a big variety if you can. So a lot of these you'll notice that they have the ability to special summon, especially with Gashatari, because Gashatari will negate something, target, negate, and then special summon itself. 4 Mud Skipper allows you to search for key cards, be it Parallel Exceed, be it anything that's a higher level that way. Essential to the combo, a few more. So we've got Dotscaper, we've got Code Generator, and Mathmech Sigma. Again, Code Generator is a link from hand and it allows the Foolish Burial a Earth Cyberse monster. So winner, and of course Dotscaper is your best friend at that point. Sigma is purely a name that allows it to special summon, and is a Cyberse, so you keep going at that point.
Nice.
We've got Scriptron, which is Banish a Cyberse special summon. Linker Input Flyer requiring arrows. An interesting tech choice that I've gone with this deck is Cross Debug. It comes up every so often that you need the additional extender, but also with its effect Engrave, you can actually pump up one of your CodeTalker monsters and just send it in for game.
Nice.
So that's the main monsters. We then play 3 Ash and 3 Droll.
Nice.
You need some form of interaction to kind of stop yourself from dying outright. And this is good against Drytron, and Ash can be pretty good against most things, really. So we go on to spells. So I felt like I needed to get either heavier or extend into combo one way or another. So I was playing 3 Traceable Tactical Talents. 3 of.
Expensive.
Good for the steal, good for the draw. Don't use the other effect much often.
Never
but yeah. But that came in useful a couple of times. And now for the Signet spell. So the obvious one is Signet Mining. Send to grave and then search yourself a Lady Debug, a Microcoder, whichever takes your fancy. The big one is Signet Codec. So this is really important because you search the attribute of the CodeTalker monster that you summon, and then you can chain block in through there as well.
Yeah.
Really, really useful. If you, there was one person, the Magic Spectre player, that was sided the Drolls and actually shut me down for a turn because he drolled me. I could then not kind of continue the combo from there. Couple of little bits. So we've got Signet Optimization. This is kind of your additional normal summon. We've got Cool Buy, which just you have to play. Like if you get ashed at the wrong point or ogred or whatever have you.
You're a combo deck. It needs to go through.
It needs to go through. So it's a one-off, but one-off it will come up every time you need it. Some Great Sanctuary. This is actually part of the combo and actually gives you a bit more field protection. If you can work that bit out.
Lovely.
And the last Signet Searcher is Signet Conflict, which is you have a CodeTalker on field. If it's a spell, trap, or monster effect, it will negate and banish, and then they can't use that same monster name's effect for the rest of that turn. So this comes really, really useful. Sometimes you're searching it, sometimes you're not. You just have it, and it's an extra added bonus.
Perfect.
So that's your main.
So, what was your extra deck looking like?
So extra deck is, funny enough, all Cyberse monsters.
Funny,
yeah. So we go for link 1. So the combo requires you to play 2 Balinks. Just because you summon it, you get your Sound Great Sanctuary, and then you make the other one to give protection for it. The other link 1 is Talkback Lancer. You need this for the extra link. It doesn't come up in any other way, but it can be extremely useful. Once in a blue moon comes up Linger Evo, just in case you want that trap protection. Moving on to link 2s, we've got 2 Splash Mages, just to kind of recur some stuff from Graveyard.
Great card.
We've got CodeTalker, which is your main link 2. And then for combo purposes, you've got your CodeTalker Inverted. To kind of blow out the game slightly, you've got Update Jammer. Moving on to link 3s, we've got 2 Transcode, 1 Shooting Code, and 1 X-Code.
Nice.
All different attributes, all different names, really useful as you go through combo. And then our link 4s are Firewall and Access Code Talker.
Firewall, man, that's broken.
Even with Errata, this just still keeps going, and you can just keep going a special summoning.
Broken.
When it happens.
Broken
and access code should be your game ender, if and or but.
And made with Update Jammer. Right?
Made with Update Jammer, smack away for 5-3, 5-8, depending on how you comboed off.
Nice.
And if you've got cross debugging here, it gets bigger again. So you're just hitting for game at that point.
Nice, lovely. So thank you so much, Mark. Great win. Loving the playmat. Really, really well done. And maybe we'll do another video with some combos.
Awesome, will do.
Perfect. Thanks. Bye, everyone.